Assalamualaikum, you are looking at Power BI desktop app. So today we will be preparing a CFO Insights of the Starbucks. Without wasting a time, let's move to our task. We will be importing our data from an Excel workbook. I have a data of Starbucks financial. After clicking on it, you will be seeing a navigation pane on the front of your screen. So here we have the balance sheet data, next cash flow data, and the income statement data. I'll be selecting both. On the right hand side, you will be looking the preview of the information which we have selected. Microsoft Power BI had made Excel workbook as a folder. You can see a folder icon and it indicates that there are 8 items in this folder. Next to it, we will be transforming it. You are looking a blank Power Query editor. This is similar to the Microsoft Excel Power Query editor. Almost all the steps are same, a little bit difference. But if you learn a Power Query from a Power BI desktop, that would be very easy to do the task in the Excel also. I have the balance sheet, cash flow, and the income statement data. On the right hand side, we have the properties which describes the name of the data and the apply steps which we have applied the steps on this relevant table. Right click on the cash flow item and pivot other columns. I'll change the name from the attribute to the dates. What this unpivoting option does, it had consolidated all the columns and sum it as a one values also and the cash flow items also. Now you know that Microsoft Power BI is an international American software. It is not a Pakistani software. So by default, its date region is also selected as a US. So we'll be changing it to the Pakistani region. Go to the file tab, next options and again options. So here regional settings, I have already selected English Pakistan. Wherever you are living, you can select it. So now I'll be changing the date format and the values. Now you can see there are some blanks in the Power Query in this cash flow item table. I'll be replacing these blanks with the zero. Now go to the transform tab and here under the group any column you got a replace value option. This is similar to the option available in Excel find and replace. So replace value to find yes dash and replace it with 0. I'll be changing the data type of this values as a whole number. This green line indicates that no error is appearing in this table. Now we will be applying the same step in other two tables also. So now, by mistaken, I have chosen a fixed decimal number and it gives us error. At the right hand side, if I undo this change type 1, you can see my previous steps appear. As I rename my column, it appears here. Now I have applied all the respective steps of the Power Query. Now let's move to our data modeling task. Close and apply. It is loading our data from the Power Query, the visualization pane and the fields pane. The loaded data will be appeared in the field pane. Balance sheet data, cash flow data, and the income statement data. Now I want a date table which will be helpful for applying the filters. So now go to the modeling and I want a table new. So it says write a DAX expression to create a new table. Creating a date table have many options. Most easy and efficient is clicking on this new table option and type a DAX function. I'll be typing dates calendar auto option. It says returns a table with one column of dates calculated from the model automatically. When I'll apply this calendar auto function, it fetches out the dates from other tables and make a separate table. No need to enter any data, any text or a number or string. Just close the parenthesis and click enter. Now you can see a date is appeared at the bill before it's appearing as a table at the front a calculator. This indicates that we have created a table by using a calculation. Next thing we have to create a relationships. Go at the data model view, arrange our data. We will be arranging our tables below and the date table at the top. Now let's create a relationship. I'll be selecting date column from the balance sheet data and drag it and drop to the dates. You can see a relationship has been created. Whenever I click this arrow, it appears yellow, indicates that the relationship has been prepared. Do this for the other two also. All the respective relationships are prepared. I don't want this time function, so I'll be formatting it as a common short date. Now all the relationships, data modeling, Power Query steps, loading data, all the steps are cleared. So now we will be preparing a measure table for more to visualize this data. Go to the enter data option. You can type any name for this. It's key measures. New measure. Yes, I have to type a new measure, new formula. So first of all, I have to calculate income statement values, balance sheet values, and the cash flow values. I'll be clicking first, typing is values, sum. Why I have used a sum function? Because I want all the income statement values to be clubbed together, to be aggregated, from which we will be easily fetching our information. Doing same for the balance sheet also. Cash flow values. Now we have calculated three values: cash flow, income statement, and the balance sheet. So next step is to create important income statement values which CFO sees on a financial report. Let's go to the data and select income statement table. Revenue, cost of sales, gross profit, research and development expense, SNG, other operating expenses, operating income, pre-tax income taxes, other incomes, continuous operations, discontinued net income, and the respective. Most importantly, what CFO sees, how much revenue a company is earning in the respective year. So I'll be selecting this revenue from the income statement. Next, I'll be calculating a gross profit and the gross profit margin. I'll be adding all the expenses, operating expenses and the S&G expenses. So now let's move to our task, calculate revenue. So which function we need? We need a calculate function. Calculate. What does calculate? It evaluates an expression in a context modified by filter. So we have calculated income statement values already. We will be using it in the place of expression. Next, for the filter, I'll be applying income statement value equal to this revenue. So if it becomes true, it will return the revenue amount. Let's see it. You have to add inverted commas and type the same name as it appearing in the table. So I'll be using the same technique for all the calculations. Press Ctrl C to copy and paste. Save the time. Gross profit. Let's calculate gross profit margin first. Divide function. So what does divide do? So I want a gross profit. As you know, gross profit divided by your revenue is equal to gross profit margin. So I'll be doing that same in this divide gross profit, comma, denominator my revenue. Remove this key measure as it is not looking good. Alternate result. It says if the percentage doesn't appear, give 0. So I'll be typing 0 and close the parentheses and I'll be changing its format to the percentage, single percentage. So now I have created a number of formulas attached my years. Let's visualize those. Text box, Starbucks CFO Insights, gross profit, and I'll be selecting by default. Microsoft Power BI chooses the column. I'll be selecting dates by the year. So now you can see a column chart of the gross profit. You can select any visual, and if you have a working email, you can log in it in a Microsoft Power BI, sign in or sign up to get additional visuals. That is more interesting part. X-axis title, close, Y-axis title also to be the close, data labels. Yes, I want my data labels. Its position inside end. I need my labels to be bold and size to be increased from 9 to 15. On the general, I'll be selecting title, bold, and its alignment as a middle. Next to it, I have a visual and columns. I'll be changing the color. So it says want a gradient color style, apply a rule, field value. I want a gradient color. Yes. So what color should be selected from the minimum? I'm selecting this, and for the highest value, I'm selecting this. So now you can see our gross profit. Let me focus it. Our gross profit increases from 67% to the 69%. And as a gross profit increases, color of the column changes. This is very nice. Or for this color, I'll be changing another rule. I am selecting revenue. Now see a magic. So now revenue starts from 22,000 and stops at the 29,000. As the revenue increases, our gross profit also increases. And as the revenue decreases, gross profit decreases and the color changes. This is looking good. The highest revenue, the lowest gross profit. So I am looking at this 2021 gross profit margin at 69.9 as a highest. Now I'll be selecting revenue gross profit, creating a more key images, net income, calculate IS values, this net income has been calculated. I want net income as a bar chart. Place it here. Applying some similar steps because I'll be turning off the title of the x-axis as the y-axis also. Adding data labels, it's changing position to the inside end, changing the color of bars. Now I'll be selecting this yellow. Title to be bold and increase the 15 horizontal alignment and the middle. Now, now you can see it is looking good. Current assets, total current assets. Total current liabilities. Current liabilities, press shift and enter to go at the second line. Calculate. What does calculate? As previously explained, I'll be adding any data such as a BS. In this case, I am adding a BS value in the place of expression, comma, which filter I'll be applying? I'll be applying my balance sheet items equal to the current liabilities. If the option is answer is true, then it will return a value of current liabilities. Otherwise, it gives us a blank option. Total current liabilities. So now, most importantly, current ratio. Current assets divided by current liabilities. We can use this. We can use this slash option for the division, but most importantly, use always divide function. One place decimal. Now I'll be selecting the current ratio. By default, company gives 1.3 ratio. Y-axis title to be closed. Axis is title to be closed. Data label to the position inside end. Now you can see current ratio, net income, gross profit margin by year. It is looking good. Thank you for this. I'll be uploading another part of this CFO Insights. Assalamualaikum. In the previous video, we have prepared Power Query steps, basic data modeling for the charts and visualization. Now it's a most important step to tell a story. We have started from the current ratio, net income, and the gross profit margin. Let me bold my current ratio header. Go to the visualization pane, general title, and bold. Increase the font size 15. Now, let's start for the current ratio, current assets. This time I'll be using a donut chart, adding years in legends. So I got a current asset. Let me turn off the legends. Here I have the details and the respective current assets by year. Slices. Let me choose the color accordingly. General title, bold 15 and middle aligned. Now current assets, current ratio, net income. Now let me see the cash flow data, net cash flow. Yeah, net cash flow. I'll be calculating the net cash flow. Cash flow items is equal to net cash flow. Remember that we have to write identical items as mentioned in our database. So we got a net cash flow. Let me see. Yeah. So I'll be adding a quick measure, which is year over year change in the net cash flow. Year over year change and the dates. Here's a surprise that quick measure helped us by creating a very easy DAX measure. So it says net cash flow year over year if applied the condition is filtered. It's filtering the dates, but it has entered the error. Why error function is added? Because sometimes our information is correct, but it doesn't calculate according to our requirement. So it gives a error answer or a blank answer. That's why we use the error comma variable previous year. We have created a previous year variable and artificial data in DAX measure. It says net cash flow date at -1 year. This -1 indicates that it is calculating the previous year information, previous year net cash flow, then applied the return and division of current cash flow divided by previous cash flow. And here I'll be adding years. changing the color to the gray, adding data labels. Now see, 2018 cash flow increases a lot of time whereas other decreases. 2021 also increases from the 2020. Cash flow, net cash flow. Look, we have a cash flow decrease in 2019 and the 20 only we have decreased the cash flow in 2019 which is gone negative, but other are positive value increasing and decreasing. So this is a great technique. Next thing, we will be calculating our non-current assets. Just wait a second. So now let's value goodwill and intangible assets. BS values, comma, shift enter again. Balance sheet items equal to goodwill and intangible assets. Close the parenthesis. So now it is looking good. Formatting x axis, y axis. Now working capital. As you know, working capital equals to current assets minus current liabilities. We have calculated both before, so now we are calculating working capital. 2018 has an highest working capital. So now formatting this, it is good to tell a story using visuals. Goodwill and intangible assets. Now calculate property, plant and equipment. Now property, plant equipment is giving an error. Let me see it. What error it is giving? A single comma is giving a zero answer to us. Let me see this. No, what is happening? It was having a space issues, which I turned out. Now it is looking good. So let me change it also to the bar chart. Title, y-axis, it is liquid development now looking good. bold, working capital card, and now let's see what is left. It's cash on hand, receivables, inventory, long-term investment assets, common stock, comprehensive income and includes your profit already. Net income is included. Cash on hand, calculate BS value, comma, balance sheet. Balance sheet data items is equal to cash on hands. Now story is done. Let's see it. Position inside end. So now cash on hand. Now you can see Starbucks CFO Insight is looking good. Go to the more view tab, select the theme. So I'll be selecting this theme but customizing the columns color because it is not looking feasible. Now net income by year changing its color. Dark is looking good. So now we have prepared a very good story of Starbucks CFO Insights. Now the chief financial operator or operations can make a decision on in goodwill also the company current assets is daily working capital and cash on hands related to the net cash flows changes over the year. Thank you for watching it.